Hi, I'm Will, a dance artist with 2Faced Dance Company. In these series of podcasts, we'll be looking at different ways of creating movement through either guided improvisation or creative tasks. Feel free to join along at home. You can either join in by sitting or standing. Just be careful of your surroundings. You won't need a lot of space. Just be safe. In this episode, I'm going to be doing things slightly different. I'm going to talk you through a creative task that is going to be great for creating movement. Feel free to write things down, do the task whilst listening, or pause the podcast, rewind, whatever's best for you. However, before we start, let's take a moment for ourselves. Let's close our eyes, take a deep breath in, and out. And again, in and out. Focusing in on your breath, slowing the pace of your heart and our busy brains that can be manic or easily distracted. When you're ready, opening your eyes to begin. We're going to look at a task that should help you create different ways of moving. The task is about creating movement with new parts of our body that we may not always move or dance with. So, start by thinking of 3 parts of your body or things on your body that describe you. Things that have a story behind them. Things that mean something to you. These can be obvious things like a specific tattoo or smaller details like a freckle. What is it that these things make you think of, and how does it make you feel? Feel free to write these things down. By the end of this, we should have a list of 3 body parts and the emotion and feeling that go with them. I shall tell you mine, hopefully that will help you. Body part number 1 is my head. Or well, my hair. This is because I have long ginger hair and, less than 2% of the world have it. So the emotion and feeling behind this is happy and lucky. The second body part is my left hand. I have a scar on my left index finger. This is from when I was creating a new bed frame and I kept cutting myself with a wood saw because I'm super clumsy. So the emotion and feeling is despair and pride. The last one is my knee, or my knees. The amount of strain or constant work I keep putting these through, yet they still remain to work, it's a miracle. So the emotion behind this body part is love, because I love my body. If you haven't already and would like to, write these things down, or write yours down if they've changed because of what I've said, go for it. But you should have 3 body parts and some emotions that go with that body part. We'll write this down just so you don't forget them. Now, you may be thinking, Will, what can we do with this information? You've just made me think and write things down. We're going to use these 3 body parts as the focus of our movement. Depending what you want from this task, you can either improvise and have fun, or it can be a tool to help create something new that you wouldn't normally create. The parts of the body that you might have chosen may be completely new to you, or you wouldn't normally focus on these body parts when moving. For me, I wouldn't normally choose to move with my knee or even my left hand, so this would allow me to create new things and think differently about movement. So, when focusing on these 3 body parts, exploring what we're able to do, we need some things to think about. So, what can we think about? What patterns are we able to make got circles, lines, zigzag curves with these body parts. What are you able to do with these body parts? Where can you make them go, or where can you make them stay? Don't forget the space behind your body. What can you do behind you with your body parts? What does it look like when you move all three things at the same time, or what happens when you just focus on one body part? Can you make two things become super close together, or how far can you stretch them from one another? What levels are you able to play with, and where can these body parts take you? Playing and exploring with the possibilities that your body can do, focusing on these three parts of the body at the same time or individually. This is for you to choose. This is your creativity that can now come out and shine. So we now know what we're moving and what we can create with these body parts. We now have to have the how. Again, when we're moving, I'm thinking, how do I draw that line with my knee? Or how does my hand and my head move in symmetry? We still have the emotion and the feeling. So mine are happy, lucky, despair, pride, and love. So I can now think, how could my knee move in a line proudly? Or how can my knee move in a line luckily? How does moving in despair look or feel? How do these feelings and emotions change the way your body moves? How does the emotion and feeling change the energy in what you are doing? Does the emotion change the relationship between other body parts? Does it change how you focus on a body part, or where your eyes are looking? What are they looking at, or what is it not looking at? There are so many possibilities that you can do with the body, as well as there are so many possibilities with the emotion and feeling, that I have given you something to start with, and now you are able to go out and play. So these are just some things for you to think about whilst you're playing with the idea of moving and creating. I hope that this task will help you create new movement pathways in your body and new parts of your body that you have just discovered, as well as switching between the emotions, different emotions, and finding new emotions. Feel free to film what you've created, or if you're improvising, film that. Let's see what you're doing. We'd love to see you dancing. Tag us on social media. We are 2Faced Dance on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for listening as always. You've been great. Have a great rest of your day. This has been 2Faced Dance. I'm Will. Thank you for listening. Keep your eyes and ears open for more podcasts. Stay safe. See you later.